Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. Okay, 7th class students, let's today's lecture that is about English book and unit number 12, Tales of Courage. Today we are going to start it. So have a look at this. This is Tales of Courage. So Major Shabir Shaheed. Tales mean दास्तान या कहानियाँ. Courage mean हिम्मत और बहादुरी की. So it means हिम्मत और बहादुरी की कहानियाँ. Okay, let's start the reading of this chapter. Major Shabir Shaheed. He left no stone unturned when it came to the defense of his country. He left no stone unturned यानी उन्होंने कोई कसर भी उठा ना रखी जब भी उन्होंने अपने मुल्क का दिफा किया. But when it come to the poor or the helpless यानी जब भी आप गरीब और बेबस की मदद के लिए आए तो आपने कोई कसर भी उठा ना रखी. He would display his Muslim charity and prove to be their savior as is evident from the following two incidents. He would display उन्होंने हमेशा मुजाहरा किया मुस्लिम चैरिटी का यानी जो गरीब मुसलमान लोगों का and prove to be their savior. savior निजात दहिंदा या बचाने वाले और हमेशा उनके लिए निजात दहिंदा साबित हुए. as is evident. evident सबूत. from the following two incidents यानी जो नीचे दिए हुए दो वाक़यात हैं incidents वाक़यात from the 1971 war against India यानी जो 1971 की जंग थी इंडिया के ख़िलाफ़ उसमें दो ऐसे वाक़यात हैं जिनसे इस चीज़ का सबूत मिल जाता है. It was the winter of 1971 ये 1971 की एक मौसम सरमा की सुबह थी when the young Pakistani officer heard an old man calling out to him कि जब एक जवान पाकिस्तानी ऑफिसर ने ये सुना कि वो calling out to him यानी उनको पुकार रहा था. The old man had mistaken him for an Indian soldier यानी उस बूढ़े आदमी ने समझा कि वो एक इंडिया का सिपाही है. as it was pitch dark. pitch dark इंतहाई तारीकी थी बहुत ज़्यादा तारीकी थी. okay, it was pitch dark and the man could not recognize the Pakistan army uniform. okay, ये बहुत तारीक था तारीक रात थी कि वो नहीं पहचान सका. recognize पहचानना. पाकिस्तान आर्मी यूनिफॉर्म यानी पाकिस्तान के आर्मी के यूनिफॉर्म को नहीं पहचान सका और वो ये समझा कि ये हिंदुस्तानी सोल्जर है. ही कंप्लेंट उसने कंप्लेंट शिकायत की टू द यंग पाकिस्तानी उस जवान पाकिस्तानी से कि दैट द मुस्लिम्स हैड टेकन ओवर द विलेज. टेकन ओवर यानी उन्होंने कब्ज़ा कर लिया है उस देहात पर वेयर ही हैड केम विद हिज सन्स बारात एंड नाउ द वेडिंग प्रोसेशन वाज हेडिंग बैक आफ्टर द रुखसती. अब वो कह रहा है कि उन्होंने उस गांव पर कब्ज़ा कर लिया जहां पर वो अपने बेटे की बारात पर आया था और अब रुखसती के बाद वेडिंग प्रोसेशन यानी जो शादी के फंक्शन था वो अब ख़त्म हो चुका है लेकिन पाकिस्तानी फ़ौज ने उस पर कब्ज़ा कर लिया है और रास्ता बंद कर दिया है. बट एज द पाकिस्तानी आर्मी हैड cordoned off the whole area. cordoned off यानी कि उसका सील कर देना उसका रास्ता रोक देना. whole area पूरे इलाके को. अब वो कह रहा है कि पाकिस्तान आर्मी ने पूरे इलाके को सील कर दिया है. दे कुड नॉट रीच देयर ओन विलेज. अब वो अपने गांव तक नहीं पहुंच सकते. प्रिटेंडिंग टू बी एन इंडियन सोल्जर द यंग पाकिस्तानी स्पोक टू हिज फो इन पंजाबी. फो कहते हैं दुश्मन को यानी प्रिटेंडिंग बहाना करते हुए अब शबीर शहीद ने यानी ये पोज किया ये बहाना किया कि जैसे मैं इंडिया का सोल्जर हूँ. उन्होंने यंग पाकिस्तानी और पंजाबी लहजे में उससे बात करते हुए कहा ही एक्सप्रेस्ड सरप्राइज दैट दीज इंडियंस वर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ द ऑन गोइंग वार. ही एक्सप्रेस्ड उन्होंने इस तरह से हैरानगी का इशारा किया और एक्सप्रेस किया ज़ाहिर किया कि ये इंडियंस इस बारे में इस जंग के बारे में नहीं जानते थे. इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग दैम एज प्रिजनर्स ऑफ वॉर. प्रिजनर्स कहते हैं कैदियों को यानी बजाय इसके कि वो जंग के कैदी बना के उनको साथ ले जाते ही ऑर्डर्ड हिज सोल्जर्स टू एस्कॉर्ट दैम बैक इनटू इंडियन टेरिटरी. टेरिटरी इलाका. ऑर्डर्ड हुक्म दिया. एस्कॉर्ट एस्कॉर्ट मीन یعنی کہ حفاظت کے ساتھ. تو انہوں نے اپنے سپاہیوں کو حکم دیا کہ اس کو انڈیا کے علاقے میں بحفاظت لے جایا جائے. The officer also advised the man to follow the news on the radio in future. اب اس آفیسر نے یہ بھی نصیحت کی, نصیحت کی اس آدمی کو کہ مستقبل میں یعنی وہ جا کر ریڈیو پر خبریں ضرور سنیں. Similarly, in another instance کہتے ہیں مثال کو, example کو. Similarly, اسی طرح سے ایک دوسری مثال بھی ہے. When clearing out an Indian army bunker کہتے ہیں یعنی کوئلہ خانہ, جہاز کا جو کوئلہ خانہ ہوتا ہے. When clearing out an Indian army bunker یعنی جب ایک آرمی فوج کا جہاز کا کوئلہ خانہ وہ کلیئر کر رہے تھے, اس کو راستے سے ہٹا رہے تھے, he found wads of Indian currency. تو انہوں نے انڈین کرنسی کا ایک سکہ یا ایک بھرتی جو ہوتا ہے اس کو دیکھا. The currency must have been the salaries that had to be distributed among the fleeing کہتے ہیں یعنی کہ فرار ہونا, رفو چکر ہونا, جو وہاں سے فوجی انڈین سولجر بھاگے تھے ان کی کرنسی وہاں پر رہ گئی تھی اور وہ پراپرلی اس میں ڈسٹریبیوٹ کرتے ہیں, تقسیم کرتے ہیں. The Pakistani soldiers were ordered to keep the money safety until the war ended. اب پاکستانی سپاہیوں نے اس کو حکم دیا کہ ساری منی کو, سارے پیسے کو سیو کر لیا جائے. It would then be returned to the Indian authorities. یعنی کہ یہ انڈیا کی اتھارٹی کو, ان کی حکومت کو, ان کے لوگوں کو واپس کر دی جائے گی. But as they had no firewood, a few currency notes were used for a fire so that they could make same tea. But as they had no firewood یعنی ان کے پاس کوئی جلانے کا سامان نہیں تھا. A few currency notes were used for a fire. تو چند ایک نوٹ انہوں نے جلانے کے لیے استعمال کر لیے. So that they could make some tea یعنی وہ اس سے کوئی چیز بنا سکیں, کوئی چائے بنا سکیں. تو ان کے پاس فائر ووڈ نہیں تھی, انہوں نے وہ نوٹوں کو جلایا اور استعمال کر لیا ایز اے فائر ووڈ. The rest of the money was returned after the war with an explanation for the missing money. جو باقی پیسے رہ گئے تھے انہوں نے جنگ کے لیے بھی ایکسپلینیشن, ایک وضاحت لے لی فار دا مسنگ منی, یعنی کہ جو ان کے پاس پیسے نہیں تھے انہوں نے وہ بھی ان کو بتا دیا کہ ہم یہ کس طرح سے ان کی کرنسی کے لیے یوز کیا ہے. Okay, now move to the next page. Major Shabir was awarded the Sword of Honor when he graduated in 1964 from the Military Academy of Kakul. یعنی میجر شبیر شہید کو سارڈ آف آنر سے نوازا گیا. یہ ہوتا ہے تمغہ امتیاز, یعنی ان کو عزت دی گئی, عزت کی ایک تلوار, غیرت کی تلوار سے نوازا گیا جب وہ 1964 میں گریجویٹ ہوئے, یعنی انہوں نے بی اے کیا, گریجویشن کی ان ملٹری اکیڈمی ایٹ کاکل, کاکل کی فوجی اکیڈمی میں. The exceptionally brave and committed soldiers despite being wounded in the 1965 war. Okay, this exceptionally brave and committed soldier, exceptionally extraordinary, brave بہادر, committed یعنی اپنی بات کے پکے, and wounded زخمی ہو گئے ان 1965 وار, یعنی جب ایک غیر معمولی طور پر بہادر اور کمیٹڈ سولجر 1965 کی جنگ میں زخمی ہونے کی بجائے ہیڈ اسکیپ فرام دا ہاسپٹل ود ہز آرم ان اے سلنگ. تو کیا ہوا, آپ زخمی ہو کے ہاسپٹل پہنچ گئے تھے لیکن آپ ان آرم ان اے سلنگ یعنی آپ کی بازو وہ پٹی ڈلی ہوئی تھی, پھر بھی آپ ہاسپٹل سے فرار ہو گئے. کس لیے؟ اینڈ ریچ دا بیٹل فرنٹ, اور میدان جنگ میں پہنچ گئے لڑنے کے لیے, یعنی آپ اتنے زیادہ بہادر تھے. ہی واز اوارڈیڈ دا ستارہ جرت, اور آپ کو ستارہ جرت سے نوازا گیا. دا سیم ویلور اینڈ ڈیڈیکیشن واز ڈسپلیڈ ان 1971. ویلور شان پر عزم, ڈیڈیکیشن یعنی آپ کی ڈیڈیکیٹ کرنا, اپنے آپ کو وقف کر دینا. اسی طرح سے آپ نے 1971 یعنی 1971 کی جنگ میں بھی یہی چیز کا مظاہرہ کیا. when he continued to fight till the end. When he continued to fight till then یعنی آپ جنگ کے آخر تک لڑتے رہے. Ignoring the pain in his scratched shoulder caused by a grenade attack, یعنی گرنیڈ اٹیک سے آپ کا ایک شولڈر اسکروچ ہو چکا تھا, زخمی ہو چکا تھا, اس کے اوپر اسکریچز پڑ گئے تھے, لیکن پھر بھی آپ نے اس کی پرواہ نہ کی. This brave son of Pakistan argued that it was not fair that he should return to safety while his men were exposed to extreme danger. This brave son of Pakistan یعنی پاکستان کے اس بہادر بیٹے نے ہر دفعہ بہادری اور ہمت کا مظاہرہ کیا ایون ایکسٹریم ڈینجر شدید خطرے کی حالت میں بھی. Yes, children, Major Shabir Shahid was a true officer and a gentleman. یعنی جو میجر شبیر شہید تھے وہ ایک سچے آفیسر اور شریف آدمی تھے. Born on April 28, 1943. آپ 28 اپریل 1943 کو پیدا ہوئے ان کنجا گجرات کے شہر میں. This young man was a fine soldier as he was the only one to be decorated in 2 wars. یعنی یہ جو واحد سولجر تھا جو کہ دونوں جنگوں میں ظاہر ہوا. Once with the ستارہ جرت in 1965 یعنی 1965 میں آپ کو ستارہ جرت سے نوازا گیا and then with the نشان حیدر in 1971 after he attained martyrdom. martyrdom کہتے ہیں شہادت کو یعنی جب آپ کو شہادت سے پہلے 1971 میں نشان حیدر اور ستارہ جرت سے نوازا گیا. Okay, now we have completed our reading. Now move to the exercise work. Yes, you have to write down this copy work. This is copy work. Quickly make sure journals ready and do your work on the copies. Okay, let's start it. First of all, we have to discuss about the words meaning. Okay, words meaning, the first word is charity and the meaning is an activity or gift that benefits the public at large. Charity mean یعنی خیرات دینا and the English meaning is an activity or gift that benefits the public at large یعنی جو لوگوں کو فائدہ دے. Wounded, زخمی, suffering from physical injury. This is Urdu meaning and this is English meaning. Cordoned mean یعنی کہ cordoned کرنا. Okay, so Urdu English meaning is separate with a line that is of police, seal کر دینا, علیحدگی کر دینا, troops etc. Attained, achieved or reached. This is English meaning and Urdu meaning is حاصل کرنا. Blundered, made a serious mistake. It means یعنی غلطی کر دینا. Cannon, a large gun یعنی بندوق is called cannon. Sabres, swords, تلوار. Okay, next word is territory. Territory کہتے ہیں علاقے کو. A region marked off for administrative or other purposes. Okay, so the next is procession. Procession is jalsa or meeting and the English meaning is the group action of a collection of people. And next is authorities. Authorities is the power or right to give order, make decision. The next word is league. League, a unit for measuring distance یعنی کہ راستہ ناپنا is called league. Volleyed, bullets discharged at the same time یعنی کہ لگاتار continuous fire ہونا. And the next word is glory. Glory is Urdu meaning is azmat and English is honorable fame. Okay, now move to the next page. Here are the question answers. So the first answer is that is on page number 77 and here are the question answer. The first question is who was the old man and why could he not recognize the Pakistani officer. Okay, یعنی کہ اولڈ مین کون تھا اور اس نے پاکستانی آفیسر کو کیوں نہیں پہچانا. اینڈ دا آنسر از the old man was an Indian national and he could not recognize the Pakistani officer because it was completely dark and he could not see the Pakistan army uniform that the soldier was wearing. Okay, this is answer number 1. Now the question number 2 is give 2 reasons as to why the old man was there. And the answer is یعنی 2 reasons, 2 وجوہات بتائیں کہ old man وہاں پر کیوں تھا. And the reason is the old man had gone to celebrate the wedding of his son. یعنی وہ اپنے بیٹے کی شادی پر گیا تھا. He said that the Pakistan army had cordoned off the whole area. Cordoned off یعنی circled by soldiers, جو soldiers نے اس پہ گھیرا کر لیا ہو. And they could not return to their own village. Okay, these are the reasons. Okay, number 3 question is Describe in detail why Major Shabir Shaheed was considered to be exceptionally brave. یعنی میجر شبیر شہید کیوں ایکسٹرا آرڈنری بریو مشہور تھے, بہادر مشہور تھے. اینڈ دا آنسر از میجر شبیر شہید was considered to be exceptionally brave because of his extraordinary performance of his duty during the 1965 war, full stop, as a wounded soldier who was admitted in the hospital. He did not care about his fractured arm, which was in a sling. Sling کہتے ہیں وہ جو پٹی بازو کے ساتھ بندی ہوتی ہے, that is called a sling. Full stop. He escaped from the hospital and reached the battlefront. He proved that duty is sacrifice and our duty is to love our country in spite all the difficulties. Okay, this is answer number 3. Now the question number 4 is on your book. The page number is 77. Explain what it means to be a true officer and a gentleman. And the answer number 4 is a true officer and a gentleman means a person who is brave and does all that he can do for his country. A gentleman is one who is dignified, honorable. Dignified mean purvakar, honorable, izzat, courageous, bahadur, himmat wala, and a patriot in the real sense. Patriot, muhibbe watan. Okay, the next is question number 5, and the question number 5 is on your book, the page number 77. Why did Major Shabir Shaheed receive the Sitara Jurrat in 1965? یعنی 1965 میں آپ کو ستارہ جرت کیوں دیا گیا؟ And the answer of this question is Major Shabir Shaheed received the Sitara Jurrat in 1965 as he had proved himself to be a committed and a brave soldier who, in spite of being wounded, went to the battle front to fight for his country. Okay, this is answer number 5. Now the question number 6 on your book is which other word in the passage has a similar meanings as courage? So you have to tell the similar meanings of the courage. یعنی آپ کو courage کے similar meanings یا synonyms بتانے ہیں. And the answer is the word valor in the passage means the same as courage. Okay, this is answer number 6. Now here is that the part C. Open the page number 77. Rewrite the following pairs of sentences with suitable relative pronouns. So you have to identify that where are the relative pronouns in these sentences, and the relative pronouns are just like whose, whom, that, and all these are relative pronouns. So you have to identify. So use the rewrite the following sentences in the relative pronouns, just like Mr. Diaz will give me a testimonial. So whom I have served at 5 years. So whom I served for 5 years will give me a testimonial. You will write, this is copywork students, you have to write down and use the relative pronoun and you will change the sentence. Okay, like this. So the statement in your book is Mr. Diaz will give me a testimonial. I have served under him for 5 years. And now we have to use the relative pronoun and change this sentence like this, right? So you have to use the relative pronoun and change the sentence like this. Mr. Diaz, whom I have served for 5 years, will give me a testimonial. Okay, number 2. So number 2 you will change like this with the help of relative pronoun. Mariam, whose application was rejected last month, has applied for the job again. Okay, now we are here using the relative pronoun is whose. Number 3 is, yes, we will change the help of relative pronoun. We went into the cave that had a large pool near it. So that is the relative pronoun here. Okay, you can say this. Number 4 is, I shouted to Ali, whom I saw running across the field. So whom is the relative pronoun here. We have changed the sentence with the help of relative pronoun. Number 5 is Peter, whose hand was bleeding profusely, was rushed to the hospital. Okay, we have done this. Now part D, look at the part D, that is on page number 78. So 78 is, form a noun with each word and use the noun in a sentence. Okay, first we have to change it into noun, just like occur. Occur will change it to occurrence. Okay, occurrence. So number 2 is serious, and you will change into as a noun seriousness. Number 3, eventually, you will change eventually is eventuality. That has become a noun now. Number 4, constrict. Constrict will change into constriction. Okay, constrict will change into constriction. Next is, that is provided. Provided will change into provision. Next, capable. Capable will change into capability. Okay, and now you have to make the sentences on your own. Next, this is also copy work, and these are the question answer. Complete the following exercise. So the students open the page number 80, that is on page number 80. Okay, quickly open it. That is also writing time, and the students give the meanings of the following words. You will do it. Number 2 is, what in your opinion is the poem about? So you have to tell that which poem is about the war, about the soldiers. So you have to explain in your own words. Number 3, what in your what does Tennyson mean by the valley of death? So what is the meaning of the valley of death? You have to tell this. So the meaning of valley of death, you will write like this. This is answer number 3. By using the phrase the valley of death, Tennyson has actually used a metaphor to emphasize the fact that whoever came charging met death ultimately. They fell into the valley of death as they marched ahead, league after league. They plunged into the valley of death. Okay, in this way you will describe the phrase the valley of death. Number 4, how many riders are there in the beginning of the poem? यानी riders जो घुड़सवार होते हैं, that is called riders. कितने riders थे poem के starting में? In the beginning of the poem there are 600 riders. Okay. Number 5, what kind of weapons are being used and by whom? Weapons हथियार, यानी किस तरह के हथियार वो use कर रहे थे और कहाँ पर use कर रहे थे? And the answer number 5 is guns, cannons and shells were used by the opposing armies. Opposing यानी जो मुखालिफ फौज है. Yet the light brigade went marching into the jaws of death. Jaws of death यानी मौत के मुंह से, and mouth of hell. So these are metaphors used again. The cavalry used sabres. Okay, this is answer number 5. Now the question number 6 is, explain the following lines in your own words. You have to just explain that what is going in these sentences and what is going in these lines. Okay, and we have to explain it like this. The charge was the result of a miscommunication بائی دا کمانڈر، یعنی کہ یہ کمانڈر کی ایک مس کمیونیکیشن، یعنی کہ وہ صحیح طرح سے نہیں سمجھ سکا بات کو، اس کی وجہ سے یہ ریزلٹ ہوا تھا. The soldiers had no idea about this error، اور سپاہیوں کو اس غلطی کے بارے میں پتہ نہیں چلا تھا. However, the lines means that the soldiers do not ask for reasons or explanations، یعنی سولجرز کو ان لائنز کی ریزنز اور ایکسپلینیشن، وضاحت اور وجوہات کے بارے میں نہیں پتہ چلا. They just follow orders even if it means that they would eventually die. These lines emphasize that cavalry is carrying out the orders and their mission is to sacrifice their lives to defend their country. Okay, now we have again the copy work. This is part G. Okay, the part G lists at least 3 similarities between the account of Major Shabir Shaheed and the charge of the Light Brigade. So we have to describe similarities mean، یعنی کون سی چیزیں ان میں آپس میں ملتی ہیں. That is called similarities. So number 1 is Major Shabir Shaheed. You have to note it down on your journal, students. Okay, Major Shabir Shaheed and the soldiers of the Light Brigade were duty conscious. This is the first similarity. Okay, now number 2 is both of them were not concerned about their lives as they possessed the spirit of patriotism. Okay, now number 3 is both of them displayed valor and dedication for which they are remembered to this day. Okay, these are the 3 similarities، یعنی یہ 3 چیزیں poems میں اور اس chapter میں ملتی ہیں. Next we have the book work. Quickly open the page number is 78, the part E. Look at the part T on your book, and the question is use a main verb from the first box and the prepositions from the second box to fill in the blanks given below. The first one has been done for you. Okay, we have to join the verb and the preposition. As you know what is verb? Verb is an action word, and the preposition just like to make a sentence that help those helping verb. Okay, so prepositions, this is the combination of the verbs and the preposition, and we have to join these two and add in the sentence. Now look at this, look at the number 1 sentence in your book, and that is number 1 has been solved. Number 2, stop slouching in the chair like that dash dash. So dash dash we will fill with it, sit up, sit up. Number 3, I would like to dash dash that there is a piece missing in this model. Hadn't you seen it? So in number 2 we will add point out, point out. And next is, yes, number 4 is tell Faiza to dash dash the table for the missing shoe. So tell Faiza to look under the table. Just dash dash your notes once more before the program starts. So go over your notes. Go over your notes once more before the program starts. Okay? So this is our complete chapter. Now we have completed it. You have to learn it properly. Take care and Allah Hafiz.